be pretty hot. I think we're good to go. Yeah, we're good to go. Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome to the new Satisfactory stream, well, the Satisfactory stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a new game. This update, the Junie Descent. That's what we're going to call it. The Junie Desert, because yeah, I'm going to start on the June Desert. I think Northern Forest, Rocky Desert. I mean, that is no, I'm going to go for I'm going to actually go for Grassfields. So it's going to be called Desert because I've just had dessert and it was lovely. I'm going to stick with the intro and go. So welcome everyone to Satisfactory. I've streamed this before, and I've made videos of it recently, kind of doing some architectural stuff. The game has just been released on Steam as of 4 hours ago, if my maths is correct, which it probably isn't because it's my maths. Yeah, as of 4 hours ago, the game was released. 4 hours and 7 minutes ago, specifically. Let's be specific. And the game is kind of like Factorio if you took out the tower defense stuff and added in a 3D element to it. So you can basically build cities, essentially. The game runs on Windows 7 incredibly. An awful lot of games don't run Windows 7 anymore, but yeah, the game runs on Windows 7. I can clarify that, and on Windows 10. If you do have a Windows 10 machine. I have run it on both a Windows 7 and a Windows 10 machine, so I can say it does that. I can also say that it runs on both 960. It's an aging machine now. It's about 6 years old. There's a 960 8350 in my main PC, and I've run it on that, and it's happy. This is what I'm running it on now, in fact. It's an 8350, 16 gig of RAM, 960 GT. My other PC is a 980, which I've run it on. I don't know what the rest of the specs are. I don't poke around in it too much. But yeah, it runs on both, and it's reasonably happy in doing so. There are no subtitles. There's audio, but there's no subtitles. But you can kind of see what's going on. I've played this a lot. Oh, so much. It's so good. This is the thing. Satisfactory is such a good game. And I'm happy now that Steam users can play it. It's pretty much everything there is to say, really, about that. As for the Epic situation, yeah, basically, that's pretty much what you will get from me if anybody ever asks me about the Epic game situation. Meh. It's not really a bother to me. The only one that it was bothered with was Metro, and that's because they did pre-orders and then they switched. I think that was the wrong way of going about things. That's the only one which I've really got a potential issue with. But they did still honour the pre-orders, so me. Anyway, let's play us some Satisfactory. We are currently plummeting via a dropship into the atmosphere of the world that we are about to kill. Because Satisfactory is more than just Factorio. It kind of absolved your guilt of destroying this factory, because ultimately you were just trying to get home. There's none of that in this. There's no sort of solar panels and wind power or anything like that. It's coal power, it's oil power, it's biomass, it's just ruining a world because a company wants you to, ultimately. Now, the start is gorgeous, quite frankly. What we are looking at here is a 4 kilometre by 4 kilometre handcrafted world. It's gorgeous. So this is the world that we... There are multiple biomes as well. I don't currently have the map unlocked because the map is quite a late game thing. But it's about exploration, finding things. Right. But I'm going to be going through the little tutorial. Right. First, we dismantle the drop pod because we don't want to be returning in... We're not going to be returning in that. Don't know what we're going to be returning in, but not that. We need a good place to set up as well. Yep. So we've got a sort of a codex thing, which is okay. But I actually prefer the codex in my not Mine Factory, Fortress Craft, where you could actually hold the mouse over something, press H, and it will bring you up information about that item, which is rather useful. I'm going to grab some of this because I'm going to need it. Welcome to life. Okay, tab. Put this into here, and then I've got a stabby thing. There's another animation where she like puts her finger to it and gets shocked off it, which I think is a better animation than just a. It doesn't really. Yeah, it's like, yeah, what does this do? Right. Yes. So we need to find iron. So we hold V, and we scan. As we get more ore types unlocked, more ore types are going to be available up there. Over here would be good. Oh, hold on. There's bad because it's poison cloud. Over here, maybe. In fact, maybe over this one. There's a really good one actually up because all the nodes are kind of static, so you can play this once and then get a sort of an idea of where things are, sort of. Oh, there's a copper vein there. So if there's a copper vein there, there's, I think I know roughly where I am. It is. I'm just looking down on my thing, and it's just like, this person's playing Satisfactory. This person is playing Satisfactory. It's brilliant. Yeah. So there's 3 iron nodules here. Unfortunately, there is going to be some beasties, which we might have to poke a bit. They go away. No, apparently not. No beasties. Okay. Let's get some iron. Right, we've got iron. Now we have to build our hub. Here will do for now. Right, so this is our hub. And right now we are doing very, very basic things. It is literally doing this, and then what do we need to unlock the first tier? Yep, okay, yep. Okay, so I need to select that milestone. I need rods, okay? Let's just cook up some rods. And then put that into there. Upgrade hub. Wood. Next up, hub upgrade to 20 and 10. But first of all, we need to build the equipment workshop. So the equipment workshop is going to make our lives an awful lot easier. So I can't remember what I need. Is it 3? What I can do is I can do that. Oh, it's 6. Okay. Well. Do that. So we need to make 6 of these. Oh, no. There we go. And 4 of these. Equipment workshop. Right. So this allows us to build the portable miner, which is 2 and 4. Just need to get a little bit more iron. So, big thing. Beastie. I didn't see you. There you go. That serves you right. So that should be enough. So we go over to here and we say, hey, we need to refine these into ingots. And then put those into rods and then run over here. Build ourselves a miner. And now we can place our portable miner. Oh, sorry, I've got to watch it. It looks so cute, and then it kind of turns into a drill. There you go. So it doesn't need any power, any sort of input or anything. It just does things, and it will get us lots and lots of iron ore, which is excellent because I'm going to need it. Do I want to grab another? I may as well grab another one now while I'm making them. Or two. Need one more. So I need 4 more rods, and then I can. Oh no, bad. So one I need to put up here. I might need to just get this guy out. So I need one on this limestone here, and then one behind me where the copper was that I pointed out right at the start. Bad beastie. No, don't run off. There we go. Bad. Right. So I need one of these. It wakes up and it's so cute. And then it drills things. Right, I'll just quickly run over and do the. I'll grab the ore out of that little thing, and then quickly put this one down for the copper. I'm gonna need it all. Grab all. Thank you. Might want to just make sure I've got this guy equipped because of this little thing here. Oh, there's another one there as well. Excellent, that's good to know. I can't necessarily remember where they all are, but oh yeah, because my last one, my update 3 build, I put some crazy things down in this area. But where is it? Is it up? I think it's up this way. Yeah. So I don't need to get rid of the nodule for just dropping these. Let's equip that. Right. I could also do with some food because some healing items. Where are they? They're sort of just growing around. I've just been in a bit of combat recently, and I've maybe not been quite as aware of my surroundings as I probably should have been. It probably doesn't matter too much because I'm not going to be going too far away. Oh, there we go, right in front of me. These just do half hits. Right. Let us build what we need for this. So what do we need for this? Oh, I was going to say. Select milestone. I need 20 rods. And 10 iron plates. I'll just quickly do the iron plates now. Right, 10 of them. And then 20 of these. It's where we just sit back. I've got to hold the craft button down. This is very much teaching you that this is the slow way of doing things. I think the next one will start getting better things. So this is basically telling you, look, you can do it the slow way, but it's better if you do it the quick way. There we go. So now we've got the smelter unlocked, which we will definitely want to do. So we need 5 of these. And then I need to run up to the copper. And then just sort of get a very basic sort of factory setup. We'll see how far we get with it in our usual hour stream. It's a little bit on the fly today because I wasn't actually planning on doing Satisfactory stream, but I saw how much stuff was going on in the comment section of Steam, and I thought, well, you know what? I think it'll be quite fun, really. Especially if I say, hey, it's come out on Steam. Actually, what people are watching is an Epic game. I'm on the Epic Game Store. I know, blasphemy, right? Me. As I said, me. Let's start the stream. Me. Yeah, actually, what I should really be doing is using the thing, because I can do the thing. Right, so I need 8 wires. 8 wires. Excellent. Right, so smelter. This is going to be for... this. Set it to iron ingots, and then put our power line from here. Oh, wait, I need my cables. There we go. Cable. Cable. Right. Let's try this again, but now with cables. No power, so what we need to do is give it some biomass, and then that is going to generate us some useful things, and it speeds up our life a little. I think, oh, I can't do that yet. Right, hub upgrade 3, what do I need? So I need 20 cable, 20 wire, sorry, not 20 cable, that's something different. That's easy enough, I can just handcraft this. There we go, 20 of that. Then we need just the rest of this, basically. Again, it's really sort of hammering home the idea that doing it this way is slow. You know, so let's start improving our life a little. If I go to this thing again, and you may be thinking, well, you know, at some point you're going to get to a point where these aren't really needed. Actually, they're quite useful, especially when you expand and you get lost and you're out in the wilderness, you're cold, you're alone, you're not really completely certain what's going on. You just sort of plonk one of these things down, and you can start building yourself a mini base out in the wilderness somewhere, which is really, you know, it's useful just to have one. You know, you can hand mine, but obviously that is slow. There we go. I can also partially hand these things in. I don't need to wait for an entire stack. Okay, let's do maths. Maths is not my strong suit. Yes, no, it's fine. Boom. Okay, milestone unlocked. What have we got? Oh yeah, this is your storage thing. You can use it to store things in it, surprisingly. Right, this will... this needs cement. It's almost like I kind of knew that at some point we would need concrete or cement. Concrete. Cement is different, slightly. It's made from limestone, and which is just those veins back there, and it's a really useful substance. Not huge, much more I can really say about it. Historically, concrete has been used for many a useful thing. The British, in fact, used it for docks. Surprising, I know. Floating docks. Maybe not quite so surprising. Yeah, if you know British sort of history, much of it, you start suddenly not being quite so surprised by what the British got themselves up to at various points in history, and one of those just so happens to be building boats out of concrete. And you might think, what a terrible idea, that we all know concrete doesn't float. Yeah, without D-Day, without those concrete things, D-Day wouldn't have happened. The docks that they sailed over to the beaches so that the ships could moor for the second wave. They were cast in concrete and then sunk and then refloated for D-Day, towed across the channel, and then resunk and then turned into docks. Okay, there's your history lesson done with for the day. You know me, I do like a good bit of history. Power pole, I need cables, because of course I do. A new feature, you kind of see it at the side, the autosave feature. The autosave feature itself isn't new. It's more the fact that it warns you before it does an autosave. That's the bit that's new. Okay, power pole. Okay, I need cables. Yeah, because before it was just a case of, hey, we're now just going to autosave for you now, and it's just like, oh great. Thanks for warning me, game, that you're suddenly just going to stop doing anything. Now, you know, there is a little bit of a warning, which is nice. Just a nice thing for it to do. It's all a little bit sloppy here, don't worry about it, not for the moment anyway. Right, now I need to make myself a constructor. Now the constructor, I've put my that into there. Right, so my constructor is going to be making plates. It's nice and easy for it to just make plates. However, I do first need to make the constructor. So I need, what do I need? Just put that. So I need 4 cables. 3, 4. 3, 4. There we go. And some reinforced iron plates. Now that's made with plates and with screws. So let's just 2, 3. What was it? Maths. Yep. And then plates. Okay. I have to grab some more plate making material and just put that into there. Something I will just note now, the controls may feel a little floaty. This is Unreal Engine controls, and so you can kind of do sort of side steps in midair. You've got a little bit of air control. With the Blade Runners, it's a little bit more obvious because you can run faster. And when I say air control, I mean, you know, you jump and then you can kind of move from left to right. Not the terrible game that was on Steam for a little while before it was finally removed, because think they got it on copyright issues, actually. It wasn't Valve saying, that maybe we should actually sort of curate our store a little. It was literally that I think there was some copyright issues with it or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah. Anyway, let's just make some more cables, and then I can connect that into there, and then I can do that, and then I can say, hey, I want you to make me that, and it's not going to do anything because I need power. And can I make the biomass thingies yet? No. Okay, never mind. Can I make a chainsaw yet? No, because I can't make the... Bit of a stupid thought, really. Can I make a chainsaw yet? Well, no, of course not, because you don't have the proper biomass yet. Ah, my brain's not working today. It's still a little early, right? Which is what I say at 11 o'clock each day. When my brain kind of goes a bit, it's like, oh yeah, it's because it's still early. I've not had breakfast yet. I say while having breakfast, I shouldn't have said that on stream. Some people who I work with might actually know, might actually be watching. Oh yeah, no viewers. That's all right. They might watch later though. Ugh, okay. So yeah, let's fuel this up and watch it go. Right. However, I do not have conveyor belts yet, do I? No, I do not. That's fine, because we are now making things. I currently still have to do this. Right. While that's doing that, I'm going to run over here, grab more fuel while I'm just in passing, but also the important thing is that I grab some more copper because I'm going to need it. It's a big thing with this game is that you always need more resources. For those of you wondering what the point of the game is, this is it, basically. There's that great XKCD comic where the guy is like ill or something, and somebody introduces him to Minecraft, and they come back a few days later and he's flattened it all and organised it into layers. It's that the game, basically. This land just needs to go. We chop it up, we turn it into plates, and we sell it off. That's basically what we do in Satisfactory. And you will go from this tiny little frontier town, if you will, to a sprawling metropolis of factories and trains and trucks and all sorts of fun things, because that's just what the game is ultimately. Right, let's get these on. Let's get these. Oh, my pinky's getting sore. It's all the holding down shift. Right, okay, so let's just get the 20 cables while that's just making my plates. The game, I should note, the game is still in early access. The current plan is the current plan seems to be just to continue doing what they're doing, which is fine by me. They're doing a damn good job. There's certainly no real sort of bugs in the game that there's the occasional one, like the T-posing when you get out of a vehicle. Sometimes your character goes into a T-pose. There's the odd sort of janky little bit of physics. But I've never fallen through the world completely. I've clipped into rocks before. It was literally there's rock somewhere out there somewhere in this 4 kilometer world of that's handcrafted. There is a rock that has no collision. We will not be going to see it today. It's a very long walk for me to do. Maybe one day I shall take you guys off into the wilderness to see the rock that has no collision. I mean, these developers, right? God dear. How do they leave a rock in the world that has no collision? I love you guys, really. If Satisfactory people, especially if the world builders see this, I doubt you ever will, but if you do, you've done a wonderful job, and yeah, keep doing what you're doing, and don't make my life harder because I didn't like your rock that doesn't have any collision. I didn't mean it, honest. Though I did. Yeah. I've gone a bit mad with lockdown. Right, hub upgraded. Excellent. Woot. Yes, I did use woot unironically. Let us do hand in all of this. This is the point where I just say, hey, now I want rods. And I also want you to make me more of everything. Right, yes. Brain freeze. Can I make... Ooh, I can only make one of those. I don't have any rods either. That's fine. However, what have we unlocked? We've unlocked. Let's make our life even more easy. Woot. Conveyors. So buildings have specific inputs and outputs. So the input for the smelter is on this side, and then the output is on this side. You connect outputs to inputs, and they transfer objects between them. You cannot put inputs to inputs or outputs to outputs. It just won't let you do it. There are later on better ways to sort of, how do I put this? Move your belt, sort of lay out your belts. So we'll be attaching them to walls, pass through walls, a few other things you can do with them, just to make it a little bit sort of neater and tidier. This is all stuff that you'll just sort of learn as you play. There are certainly people out there who will say, well, the factories are ugly, and to that I will say, get good, basically. No, it's more understanding the tools that you have available, and then using the tools to make something that you like. So I've used like pillars. In fact, a really nice thing you can do with pillars is don't actually put any pillar between them, between the top and the bottom, and it looks kind of like those spring sort of support things that they have in Portal 2. So yeah, these are things that sort of ways around. Now I'm not upgrading my base yet to make cables because I need to do other things first, and cables really aren't that too complicated to make. My power has shut down. Let's fix that, shall we? Because I am 2 rods off making... Oh yeah, those 2. In fact. Upgrade 6. this is the point where I need to start thinking about building up a bit more. Right. Because I've unlocked my miners. This is the bit. This is the bit. Right. What do I need? Right. So I need 3 miners. I'm probably going to just nick the portable miners off the decks. Right. I'm going to start with the one up here. I think. No, it would be better to start with iron, wouldn't it? Let's start with the iron one. In fact, I'm going to go wild here. I'm going to take this one. Gravel, pick up miner. So I need 10 plates and 10 concrete per portable per miner. Yeah, it's fine. So and as for plates, we must have plates. I need you to make plates. Make me plates. There we go. Yeah, so I'll just continue to make these. So this is the point where I now need to start making myself a proper base, if you will. So essentially what we'll do. So miner there, miner up there. Conveyor belts come down into a sort of a centralized location. Just so that laying power is easier, and that should make my life better in all kinds of ways. Right, pick up this miner, put the oil into there, miner mark 1 goes there, and conveyor belt in, and then power line to there, except I can't do that quite yet. I just need to do bring it off there for now for a second. Actually, don't do that. That is now going to make this section automatic. Next up, I may as well do this one now. I'm going to need to do it anyway. This is doing the limestone one, and just got to get rid of this node, and then I can there we go, put this onto here. I need some additional things, as it turns out. Right, so wire. Let's make some cable. Should be fine now. And I'm also going to need this constructor, which I may as well make now because I'm going to need it. Can I do splitters yet? No, I cannot. That's fine. Oh, I can also do storage containers as well, which is going to be very useful. So let's just make some screws. So I can make the constructor, except I can't do that one yet because I just need those cables. There we go. Right. Let's try this again. To the constructor. And this is going to be making concrete. So that's that side of things. I've run out of power. Probably going to need both of these running. Excellent. So I've got a basic factory going now. Now, what I need now is more concrete. Just coming out here. Get the copper one up. Get the get copper up, get it powered, and get some. I'm gonna need another miner, another smelter, about 4 of those ish. And I need to go up to here. Can't jump. There we go. Up here. There we go. Right. So let's pick up this miner, take this off, and then right. Put our miner up. Can we really not make the biomass one yet? No, I really can't. This is just all running out of power because I'm just burning through everything at a pretty alarming rate. It's just the leaves are just vanishing. Right, I probably need to upgrade a little quicker than I was planning on then, just because I'm going to burn through everything. So I need that biomass at this point, because the biomass will let the biomass burners run far more effectively. But I'm just desperately just trying to keep these fed. That's going to shut down again any moment. Yes. Well, yeah, I'll just have to do it that way. I'm using too much power at the moment. Right, so let's just quickly cook up some wire, get that handed in. So the plates are being built, the concrete's being built, and then I just need to switch that over, and then I can hand this in, and then I get the biomass, the proper stuff. Okay. Lots of running around early on, just is how it is. Probably less, there'll be less running around if I maybe consolidated it a little bit more, but I didn't, so yeah. Okay, so 50 more of these. While that is doing that, I'm going to start making the cable that I'm going to need for some of this stuff. So I need to make 32 cable. In total. It's really nice having this sort of, you can build a sort of a parts list, if you will, of all the things that you're going to need. Yep, that's still going. Good. Yeah, I just need more biomass. Need so much biomass just to keep these burners running. These are not ideal fuel sources, to say the least. Later on, well, the next one is coal. Coal is fun because you need water, as well as coal to keep it running, and then fuel. You only need fuel for, and I'm about to be charged. Come on. Ow. That didn't really go well. This is a lot easier with there's another one around here. There he is. Power's gone down again. God, really need this biomass. It's like biomass bricks, essentially. That'll keep it going for a little while. That'll keep it going for a little while as well. Just get the concrete, get the plates, switch over for rods, and then that'll be fine. Right, that's that one. So maths wise, yeah, 12 plates is enough, isn't it? So let's just switch over to rods. So that's now just doing 100 rods. So really, okay. While this is doing its thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up here, because everything's got a ladder, so you can climb up it and get some perspective. I can just sort of stand here and sort of talk about some of the other aspects, because I'm going to be sort of closing up this stream shortly. So the game is mostly about efficiency. So what you have here is a fairly inefficient factory all in all. Partly because I'm having to run around quite a lot for things to be done. Ideally, obviously, I want that coming down here and then splitting off into 3 smelters, because as you can see down here, we've got one miner feeding ore into one smeltery, which is then going into one of these. Ideally, what you want is one of them going to 3 of these, and then each one of those feeding into its own constructor, which then might feed into more constructors later on down the line, or assemblers, or manufacturers, to produce more and more complex pieces. Ultimately, if you see a node, try and put a miner on it. Upgrade your miners, upgrade your conveyor belts, upgrade all of this sort of thing. It's kind of like Factorio, obviously, in that we are building factories here. It's very unlike Factorio in that this is much more about building your factories, but also with that 3D element in mind. There's no tower defense like there is in Factorio. The beasties are only going to attack you. They will not attack the buildings. But yeah, it's a slightly different game in that respect. But as far as good solid building games go, and I've run out of power again. This is certainly a fun experience. Can I just burn my flower petals? I can, which will be good because I need to go for another hunt for useful biomass, because I don't have the chainsaw yet. There's a whole raft. I've mentioned 2, I think, in this thing. I've mentioned the chainsaw, and I've mentioned the blade runners. There are multiple sort of tools and armor pieces for you. There's a better version of the zapper. There are guns in the game. There's a sort of a rifle. And there's also a sort of I can't remember what they call it, but it's like a stake gun basically that fires. It's a rebar gun. That's it, the rebar gun. So there's plenty of more sort of tools that I've certainly have not shown here on the stream today, because ultimately we're about an hour into the game. And there's still obviously an awful lot more to see, and I think this is where I end the video for now. We will be back to this. I'll continue playing this game anyway, offline, and sort of building it up a bit, as I always do, just because I think the next time we come to see this area, I think having it being a bit more built up will help With streams, I do not have the luxury of just being able to edit out a few hours of play. So, yeah. Anyway, with that, I think I'm going to end this video here. So with that, I will say thank you very much for watching. Obviously, you know, try and stay away from the virus if at all possible. Oh, I've just said the V word. I'm probably going to be hunted down by YouTube now. It's fine. I don't monetize any of my videos, so they can't really do much about that.